Welcome to Williams-Brice Stadium in Columbia, South Carolina. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. It's the Syracuse Orange and the South Carolina Gamecocks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Syracuse head coach before the game, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. Here's Sellers to throw. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Uh-oh, look out. Turning it on. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, miss the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a crease, it's Clark. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass on 2nd down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Gamecocks look to keep this drive humming. Sends it back in motion. Got an alley. Maybe some room here. Touchdown Gamecocks. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he finished things off by racing 37 yards to the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Now here's Angeli. Throws for the tight end. That pass is incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. With the draw, it's Miller. There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run the football. They better be man enough to stop.
Throwing Angeli. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little stripe down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
They'll move the wide receiver. They go play action with Angeli. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Orange. He got a step and just dusted the field. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. On the move from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. Snap to the back. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. Out wide right, it's Herbert. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. At the 30. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Gamecocks.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I'll tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect him. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
The end zone. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Syracuse offense makes its way onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Throwing right. Got him, and nobody's close. There he goes to the right. touchdown, Cuse.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And that is the height of efficiency on that drive. Single play, hit the big chunk, get the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Changing the routes with his receivers. Sellers. Fires quickly. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
After the 9-yard completion, a wide open playbook on 2nd and short. This offense.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wide receiver comes in motion. Rid of it on the RPO.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
He'll try the left side. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And have a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Right at the line. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a 1st down.
I think to be a good 3rd down offense, guys, you've got to be able to run the football. You're going to come upon these 3rd and short situations multiple times throughout the course of the year, but you've got to be able to get push up front, and it helps when you have a talent like that to turn around and hand the football off to.
Looking for room, it's Fuller. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Defense makes a stand as the clock runs down to 0. It's been punch, counter punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the 1st quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They go play action with Sellers. Quickly out to the tight end. 5-yard gain on that play. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Sellers. That falls incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite.
And the Gamecocks need to pick it up on 4th down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. 4th down, Sellers. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. The Gamecocks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's a give to Auguste. Knocked down immediately.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Quick give. It's Clark. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last 4th down.
Not going to get there, and the decision to go for it on 4th down does not work. Steve Angeli under pressure, and he avoids the sack.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense,
ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And then that is exactly what you want to do. When the quarterback runs the football, you want be physical. You want him to feel you. You want to make sure you land on top of him, hit him hard. This defense, very physical. Get the football out, force the fumble, get the big play for the D.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Snags it quickly on the left. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Angeli just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. all by himself down the middle. At the 20. Touchdown, Syracuse. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
They'll need a bunch on second down. On the ground, it's McAllister.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. Making the adjustment on the play. Quarterback will keep it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. Sellers to throw for it on 4th. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Great place to start for this offense. And Jelly on the play action. Finds his big tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but Q did a great job there with the play action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Really nice job by this defense. First down was not successful. They get the second and short. And those are the downs where they can be really aggressive on offense and take advantage. So you kind of don't know how to play it. But they did a good job playing the run, protecting themselves against the pass, and now forcing a 3rd down.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Now here's Steve Angeli. He's got it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They are trying to be aggressive. We're only in the second quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
This offense has been running up and down the field, and here they are, 1st and goal, a chance to tack on another one before halftime. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
after getting knocked back. It's 2nd and goal from the 4. Throwing Angeli. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Orange. Into the end zone for 6. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take. Here's Sellers to throw. Out wide left, it's Tuggle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Making the adjustment. Moves the pocket. It's Sellers. Quick completion on the out. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Again, it's Sellers. Takes the easy completion. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sellers. Looking to the big tight end. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And that's a nice end to this first half. Put points on the board, create a little bit of momentum. You're still losing, I know. Go into the locker room, talk about some adjustments, and come out with some momentum.
One more snap coming before halftime. On the direct snap, it's Johnson. Makes the grab down the middle. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 21 team, the Utah Utes. And it's the Sun Devils coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
Steve Angeli.
This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at...
He's loose. Touchdown, Cuse. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but
makes a grab and room to run. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this offense is going to need more of those, man. You've dug yourself a little bit of hole. Defense still giving up points on the last possession, man. You got to put it in overdrive. You need more big plays, more shots down the field. You got to continue to be aggressive.
On the direct snap, it's McAllister. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Drives inside. Finds a crease at the 20. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina!
Man, how nice is it to be down and you need to score points when you can just hand it to your running back and he can make big plays like that? Jesse, they're going to need more of those to get back in the football game. They've dug themselves a little bit hole, but that was a good start.
Yeah, I think the defense probably kicking themselves too. I don't know if in this 2-minute type situation, if they're expecting them to run the football, but somehow, some way, you've got to be able to gang tackle this guy and not let him take it to the house from that distance and score points. Moving forward now, the run defense has got to shore up for this defense.
The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Defense all over it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense, and that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Angeli. Oh, pressure's coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Angeli from the gun on 3rd down. Fires toward the target. Right side, it's Miller. There he goes. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
And these running backs, they practice with receivers now. They're running routes all the time, and you see, they give him the football out in space. He knows exactly how to run routes and how to do damage. And the best part is he's a running back after the catch. And look at him.
Snags it, and there's run. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Syracuse.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown.
Number 47, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier.
It's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might as well run him again. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Takes the handoff. It's McAllister. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the bill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
They'll run it. It's McAllister. Got a little grass. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Gamecocks come to the line in the hurry-up. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. His big game continues. 3 touchdowns in this one, and now 15 for the year. And the extra point is good. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had, and the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Orange ready to go on the attack on this drive. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. And keeps the running game churning, pick up a 5 to the 23.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Finds his man down the middle. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Hits inside. It's Miller. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
The Orange will have to punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Going to field this one in tight quarters. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Harbor. He'll push his way out to the 30, a pickup of 3. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Based on what we've seen, if you like offense, this is the game for you, and we've got a big 4th period waiting. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
49, rock star. 9, ready.
Gonna run it. It's Clark. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set for first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Handoff for Auguste. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Finds his man on the RPO. Turning it on. He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Throwing, Sellers. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
All right, that's a good result for the defense. We knew coming into this year they wanted to really improve their pass defense and their secondary and coverage. Nice job there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. Here's a little room there. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run, and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Just feeds the running back. Can't get him to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Push is ahead. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Motion from the wide receiver. On the RPO, got it. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll take it himself. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best.
And he's in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Throwing Angelic. Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
They go play action with Angelic. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Steve Angeli fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th-quarter play for this defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's changing the play. Here's Sellers to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
1-possession game. You have got to be able to give your quarterback an opportunity to survey the field. He didn't have it that time. Got hit, it affected the accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Sellers from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Gamecocks will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's McAllister. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. The Orange calling for a timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. On the move. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Timeout taken on the field. It's the second call by Syracuse. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Gets the back moving. Sellers. Out wide right, it's McAllister. Makes the grab in their space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here.
Ready?
They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Sends it back in motion. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
I think that's the hardest part about coaching 18 to 22-year-olds, David, is complacency is something you're always trying to fight. They were the higher-ranked team coming into this game. Looked like they were just, kind of cruising through early, had some miscues, but they fought their way back, and now they have it.
And they definitely were sleepwalking. And they knew they were the better team, but they dug themselves a huge hole. I love the response. They got punched right in the mouth, but they didn't quit. And they didn't pout, and they didn't sulk, and they responded really well. They got on a heater, man, and they took the lead in this ballgame.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Steve Angeli. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Man, I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Rashad Downs going up top. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
Man, the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Unloads to the wideout. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Again, it's Angeli. Right side, it's Coleman. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches.
He uncorks one deep. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense. And I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burgers are. You know he can go. So you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay.
Trying to beat the D deep. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.